Hello friends, we are going to learn about building layouts using Constraint Layout by writing code. In the last video, we learned about how to build responsive layouts by drag and drop using Constraint Layout. We built business card app by drag and drop in design mode. All our drags and drops were actually being written in code under the hood by Android Studio. Let us take a look at and examine the code written for us by Android Studio. Before we proceed, kindly like this video and the previous one, tap the subscribe button and the bell icon so you'll be notified when I release a new video. In the last video, we built business card app in design mode. So today we will learn about all the code representation of everything we've done in design mode. Now let us go to code by clicking on text in design mode. This is Constraint Layout. I'm going to collapse these codes for better understanding. So this is the code representation. If you observe in design mode, we can see that our constraint layout is encompassing all the views that's on the screen, like image view, the text, and the four other text views. This is the code representation for everything. Now let us observe it one by one. Like in constraint layout, we gave it a width of match parent. The meaning of match parent is that it should take the length, the width of the parent. It should be as wide as the parent, and the height should be as long as the parent. We gave the constraint layout a background color with the color code. With this color code, if you want to change it, you can click on this square icon here. So let us see the code of each view one after the other. This is the image view. We gave it an ID of my image. We gave it a width of 201 dips and height. You know, when we imported the image into Android Studio, we said the image was too large in size. We needed to resize it. So by resizing it, we were actually setting its width and height. So this is the width that we set to 201 dips. It's 201 dips wide and 204 dips tall. We also set the constraints. If you remember, the top has a constraint called top constraint. This is the left constraint, this is the right constraint, and this is the bottom constraint. So that is the meaning of what we did here. This is the code representation of it. We said constraint end to end of parent, constraint start to start of parent, and constraint top to top of parent. This is the thing that we have done in code. And margin start, we gave it 105 dips. We actually said the distance between the parent and the image view should be 105, and the distance between the end of the image view and the end of the parent should be 105 dips. So this is the meaning of what we have done in design mode. Also, we said the margin top should be 92 dips, which is this 92 dips from the image to the top of the parent. And the meaning of SRC compat is that we need to set an image into the image view. The image is inside drawable folder and the image name is show. So I'm collapsing it. Let us look into that of the text view. This is text view. The ID is my name. Let us go back to design mode and see the ID. This is the ID, my name. If you see something else here, kindly change it to my name. The width of the text view should be wrap content. What is the meaning of wrap content? The meaning of wrap content is we do not know the width of the name, but whatever it may be, let it not be wider than its body. So that is the meaning of wrap content. The same thing for height. However it may be long, however long it may be, it shouldn't be longer than its body. That is the meaning of wrap content. We also set the margin start to 176 dips. That is the distance between the start of the parent and that of the text view. We set the margin top to 20 dips because we constrained the top of this text view to the bottom of this image view. So the distance between the top of this text view and that of the bottom of the image view is 20 dips. Margin end is 176 dips because that is the distance between the end of the text view and the end of the parent. So we also give our text view a text which is my name and text color with this color code. If you want to change it, you can click here. We also give it a text size of 30 sp. We constrain the end of the text view to the end of parent. This is it. We constrain the end to the end of parent. We also constrained the start of the parent to the start of the text view to the start of the parent. This is it here. We as well constrain the top of the text view to the bottom of my image, that is image view. In Android Studio, a view is referred to by its ID. So image view has an ID of my image. If you wish, you can change it to anything you like, but just make sure the same thing is written here. Let us move on to the next view, which is our job title text view. I have given this text view an ID of job title. If you wish, you can change it. I set the width to wrap wrap content, and the height to wrap content. Margin start should be 86 dips, margin top 10 dips, and margin end to 76 dips. I gave it a text which is Android developer. I set the color to color accent. If I wish, I can change it by clicking the button, the icon that is here. I also set the text size to 30 sp. The text view is constrained to the parent. We constrain the end of the text view to end of parent. We also constrain the start of the text view to the parent. Also, the top constraint of the text view is plugged to this name text view. So this is the code representation for it. The constraint top is constrained to the bottom of my name text view. So this is my name, and this is the text view bearing my name. So the following text view is the address that we put. We set the width to wrap content, the height to wrap content, and margin start to 177 dips. The same thing is to the margin top. We set it to 8 dips. That is the margin, that is the distance between this text view and this job title text view. We also set the margin end to 144 dips. This is the margin end, the distance between this text view and the parent. We gave it a text, which is our address. We also set the text color to color accent. The same thing, we also gave it a text size to 20 sp. We constrain the end of the text view to end of parent here. We also constrain the start to the we constrain the end of the text view to the end of the parent here. We also constrain the start of the text view to the parent here. We constrain the top of this text view to the bottom of job title. What is job title? Our job title, the job title is this text view that bears job title. So that is it. And the next one is the telephone number. If you observe it, it follows the same pattern as the other text views. So everything we have been doing all this while is being represented in design mode, and everything that was done in design mode was represented in code. So for example, let us add a button to our business card app. I'm going to start by typing button. With the help of auto completion feature in Android Studio, we can click on button and it will set it up for us. So this is the button. Automatically the width is set to match parent. It means the button should be as wide as the parent, and the height of the button should be as long as that of the parent. It means it should cover every other views in the layout. So this is not our intention. Let us change it to wrap content. Wrap and wrap. So let us give it an ID. My button. I'm going to constrain it to I'm going to constrain the top to bottom of telephone ID. I'm also going to constrain the start to the start of parent. I'm going to constrain the end to the end of parent. So you can see that the button has repositioned itself all the way from the top here down here. So let us write something in the button. Let us choose text. Then let me see my resume. We can give it a background color of my color accent. If you observe, the text that is inside is black and it's not good that way. Let us change the text color to something like white. So it's okay this way. So everything we have button here must reflect in design mode. This is it. You can see that a button has been added to the component tree. Thank you so much. If you like this video, kindly like this video, click the subscribe button and the notification icon. Thank you and goodbye.